Hey everyone, how is it going? How's everybody doing on this Friday night? Um, Hope you all can hear me and see me okay. I have a different scenery today. I changed it up a little bit. I'm not sitting on my couch, I'm sitting at my table, a little bit more comfortable. How's everybody doing? How's it going? I hope you all have been doing well over the past week. Hope everybody's doing okay. I know there's a lot really going on in the world right now, so hoping everybody is okay and you're all doing well. And thanks for joining tonight. We're going to be talking about detox and how to help detox your body. So we'll be chatting about that, and I'll be answering any of your questions and helping you out, helping you get on the road to healthiness, healthy lifestyle, always to support you. So let's just check in and see how everybody's doing. Why don't you let me know what's been going on or how things have been. If you have any questions or if you have any updates that you want to share with any of us, feel free to share. Okay. So everybody says hi. Hi, doing well. How about you? I'm doing good. Pretty good. Yeah, things have been pretty good. Nice place. Thanks. I got a nice painting behind me. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's Las Vegas. If you can guess the hotels, I'll give you extra points if you know which ones those are, if you can see them. It's kind of cut off a bit, but yeah. Okay. So let's see. Just feel free to say anything in the chat, and we're going to be talking about let's talk a little bit about detox. So you might see things on the market where like you have to do this to detox and you have to do this, you need to go on a cleanse, or your body needs to do this, or you need to buy this supplement or this certain regimen to help detox your body. But really, you don't really need to do any of those. And a lot of those things that are like saying that they're going to detox you or cleanse you, you really don't need to do that, because your body is able to detox itself. And we'll kind of talk a little bit about the organs that are important for detoxifying. So we'll talk about that and what your body does, and then kind of just how you can support it. And I'm going to give you my 10 favorite tips to help improve detoxification and support your body through detoxification. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Has anybody ever done any sort of detox or cleanse? Have you ever, maybe you did something yourself, or maybe you saw something or you were told to do something? Let me know if you've ever done anything like that. But yeah, we'll kind of go into what your body does and how you can support it. Okay, you can't see all of the painting. Yeah, so you can't see it. Bellagio. Yes, you are right. That is the Bellagio with the fountains. I think the Eiffel Tower is there. The Paris one is there too. I got some other ones there. Yeah. Yes, there's always ad about cleanses. Yeah. There are lots of things on about there, but you really don't need to be doing that kind of stuff. So let's talk a bit about that. Okay, so most of you have not done a detox. Okay, so I can try to help you and let you know why you'd want to do one and what can be beneficial. So your body, like I was saying, your body detoxes. So one of the main organs that detoxifies things from your body is your liver. So what detoxification is we're always being exposed to certain toxins in the environment, whether that be ones that are airborne or things through products that we use or medications and stuff. So your liver does a big role in breaking those things down, getting rid of the bad, and allowing you to consume what's the good things. So that is one organ that does a lot. Then you have your lungs, and as you breathe, you are getting rid of any sort of toxins through the lungs that way. So breathing out, you're doing that. So the lungs do that. The kidneys do a lot too. They filter, so they are important for filtering things and getting things through urine and excreting things through urine. So that's another one. And then you also have your bowels, so your intestines that move your stool through your intestines, and then having a bowel movement. So that's a way of getting rid of toxins. And then your skin as well. So skin as when you're sweating things off. So those are some ways like your body detoxifies things. And so as you can see, your body does a really good job of doing it. So you don't really need to do something special. You can just help support it. So let's start with one. Let me see which one I wanted to talk about first. So that's just kind of like what I was saying, why you can just support your body. It's your body's natural detoxification process. So any questions about that? Let me know if you have any questions about that. Does anybody have any, do you know of any tips, any natural health tips that you could think of or that you think would be helpful for detoxifying? Let me know if you've heard of any tips or if there's any ones that you've maybe, I know you said you haven't really tried anything, but have you ever tried anything to help with detoxification? Let me know. And I'm going to start with the first one. So let me see if I can pull up the picture. So we're going to do a mix of things. So we'll see some foods, we'll see some herbs, some other things as well. So let's start with one. And then just feel free to leave it in the chat if there's any ones that you can think of. Maybe you know some foods. Maybe you can share with me some foods that you think would be helpful for detoxifying. I'm curious to know what you think. Right. Oh, this is a big picture. Okay, so this first one is a vegetable. Something that maybe you don't eat too often. Let me show you. Okay, so this first vegetable is beets. So who here likes beets or eats beets? I don't think it's something that people eat that common or that often is beets. So beets are really good for helping with supporting your liver. So we'll go over some things that kind of support those different organs that we were talking about. So beets are really good for helping to support your liver. They help with producing certain enzymes that can help detoxify. So it's really good for doing that. And then it also helps with clearing things through the urine and helping with clearing things through your bowel movements. So beets are really good, and they also have that really nice bright color, and that color just shows that they have a lot of nutrients, a lot of those, we've talked about these before, like plant-based phytonutrients in them, so and antioxidants as well. So beets are really good for helping with that. So some ways you can have beets in your diet. I don't know if anybody has any suggestions for having beets, like if you have any recipes, but really I just usually like doing roasted with olive oil and salt and pepper. So you peel them and roast them, or having beet juice. So juicing, like if you have a juicer and you're able to juice them, having them that way as well. Or you can also have them raw in a salad. I think those are the most popular ways of having beets. But yeah, let me know if you have any other suggestions for beets. Okay, so drinking lots of water, yes, so water is very important. We'll talk about that. Cabbage, yeah, so we're going to be talking about that a little bit. And then I like beets roasted in the oven, nice. Yeah, Great. So those are all good things, and we'll be getting into those as well. So those are some helpful ones. So number 1 is beets. So maybe you can try having some beets in your diet if you don't have them that often. Okay. All right, this next one, I don't have a picture for it, but that's okay. So this next one is Dandelion Root Tea. And I think I've talked about this before when we were talking about teas that are helpful for digestion. So I talked about Dandelion Root Tea and how it can be helpful for improving your bowel movements and regulation. So it's good for that. It's for helping bowel movements and moving things along. So when you're moving things along the digestive tract, you're able to get rid of those toxins. If you're constipated and you're not able to go, then they're sitting in the intestines for longer. So like your body's absorbing more of those toxins rather than eliminating them. So having regular bowel movements is very important. So we'll talk about some things that can help with that. But dandelion root tea is a great thing for that. And it also helps to support the liver as well. So having a cup of dandelion root tea a day can be helpful for that. Anybody here drink dandelion root tea, or have you ever tried it? It has like an earthy, a little bit bittery taste to it, but it's just like any other herbal tea. It's gonna taste a bit herby. It's not like a green tea or an Earl Grey tea. It's more of like a earthier tea. So that's another one. That would be number 2 is dandelion. Number 3, which is we're working on the lungs, would be to exercise. So even if you just get any sort of exercise in your daily routine, whether that be walking, whether that be weight training, strength training, yoga, any sort of movement that you can do to increase your heart rate and start breathing more, that's going to help you to detoxify your lungs and get things out and clear things out when you're breathing, moving oxygen to all your cells in your body. So getting any sort of exercise in can be helpful for that. Okay, nice. So yeah, I drink dandelion tea. I like it. Nice. Good. Yeah, dandelion tea is great. Okay, so we talked about dandelion tea. We talked about exercise, talked about beets. Let's move on to another one. Let's talk about water, because that was brought up. So water is important, yes, to help support moving things and flushing things through your body. But also, if you add in some lemon, that can be also helpful for your liver. So I like having lemon water in the morning. I find that it just helps with reminding me to be hydrated in the morning, helping to, I'm just pulling up the picture here, helping to get me feeling hydrated, as opposed to if I were to skip it, and then I would probably feel like when I don't have water in the morning, then I forget to have it. I find that if I have it in the morning, it reminds me to stay hydrated throughout the day. I don't know. I just find that personally it helps with setting the tone for the day if I have water in the morning. And then lemon is helpful for your liver. So it's one of those things that's bitter that can help your liver, likes like bitter things. It's helpful for detoxifying and helping to support your liver cells. So having some lemon water in the morning can be beneficial, even throughout the day if you want to have it as well. Talking about bitters, we'll go into some other things that are bitter that can be helpful too in a minute, but the lemon water really is a nice way of cleansing things out. It helps with the kidneys that we were talking about to flush things out of the body. So if you're also dehydrated, then you're not able to clear things out through that system as well. So you really just want to think about, like I was saying, like what are those systems that your body needs to detoxify and how can you support it? So we have like the beets that were good for your liver, the lemon water that's helpful for the kidneys, exercise is good for the lungs. So think about all those things and how you can support each of those things in order to help your body detoxify better. So lemon water is great. Anybody a fan of lemon water, or do you just prefer plain water? I like it. I like having it. I find that it just gives it a nice flavor. All right, let's move on to, let's talk about bitter, because I was just talking about that. So number 5, let's talk about some bitter greens. So bitter greens, maybe they're not the most popular, but this would be things like having arugula, having kale, dill, endive, radicchio, which aren't really green, but they're still bitters. So those type of bitter foods, and these are like a salad. So even if you were to have these bitter foods before you have your meal, it helps to increase the digestive enzymes in your body. It helps to support your liver so you can break down your food easier, digest your food better, and then eliminate it better. And the bitter thing, as I was mentioning, like for the lemon, that's helpful for the liver. So the liver does like things that are bitter. It can help support it that way. So having a little bit of arugula before you eat your meal can even just be beneficial for helping digestion and improving your detoxification process. Another thing would be like apple cider vinegar. That's also bitter. You'd have to drink that, which can be helpful for regulating blood sugar and helpful for digestion, but that's another one that has bitter properties to it. Nice. So I like lemon water or lime water. Yeah, lime water is also good too. So those are some bitter foods. Okay, let's move on to something a little bit more different. So this is called, has anybody heard of dry skin brushing, or like brushing your skin with a dry, like bristly brush? Here, I can try to pull up a picture for it. Have you ever heard of it, or have you ever tried it? Let me know. This is something that I've always tried to put into my routine, and I always just forget to do it. But it can be helpful for detoxification, so we'll talk about that. But let me know if you've ever tried it, or if you've ever heard of it. It's like those wooden brushes that have either, they kind of can look like a loofah on it, or like a dry loofah, or those dry bristles. Here, I'll show you a picture. It's just so okay. Okay, so this picture, this is the best picture I could find, but it's the brush you see there, and then it also shows just like a towel and soap or whatever. But yeah, so this is dry skin brushing. So this brush you would use to brush on your skin. So I was talking about how the skin can be helpful for detoxification. We also have our lymphatic system. So your lymphatic system is what carries all of your immune cells through your body and helps to like fight off infection. So if you notice, if you're sick, you'll feel like your lymph nodes under here could be swollen. We have lymph nodes like all over our body. So if you do dry skin brushing, that can help improve the drainage and the move of the lymphatic system. So it can help with detoxifying that way internally. What you want to do is you always want to start away from your like chest. So you want to start away from your heart. So you bring it towards, so you do slow little circles along your skin, very light. You don't want it to be hard because the lymphatic system is just under your skin. And you do slow little circles all the way up towards the chest. You can do it on the arms, on the legs, all over the body, just always going towards the heart. And that can help improve the lymphatic circulation. So if you have like lymph nodes that are always swollen, or if you feel your body's swollen, that can help with improving the drainage of lymphatic system, which can help with detoxifying your body and help with supporting that detoxification through your skin. Huh? Oh, some people are confused. They've never heard of it. Yeah, never heard of dry skin brushing. So that's dry skin brushing. If you've never heard of it, how is it good for detox? As I was saying, it's helpful for moving lymph through your lymphatic system and helping to clear any blockages, helping with drainage, which is very helpful for detoxifying. So as I was saying, like, detoxification is not just a one thing. You can't just take a one pill or something for it. You have to work on that whole body, all your systems in your body that can do it. So this is the part that's helpful for the skin. So if you're able to move your lymphatic system properly and help to support it that way, also help to improve the detoxification through your skin. So that's a good way. Let me know if you have questions about that. It seems like some of you might have been a bit confused or you've never heard of it. Okay. So let's move on to number 7. So number 7 is 2 things, actually, similar things, and this would be either doing an Epsom salt bath or going to a sauna. So does anybody here do either of those? Like, do you ever go to the sauna or do you do Epsom salt bath? So the sauna helps with a couple of things, like I was talking about, the skin and then the lungs. So you're helping to sweat it out a little bit, so you're detoxifying that way, and you're breathing in the air and clearing out the lungs. So it's very simple. That's just kind of how it works. It helps with detoxifying through the lungs and the skin. So that's a good way of doing that. If you like going to saunas or if you like the heat, it can help you detoxify that way. And then Epsom salt baths work a couple of ways. They help with supporting your muscles. They help with relaxing the body, which is another part that's important for detoxification as well. You're able to clear things out that way. You should be drinking water too after you have an Epsom salt bath, because you do lose fluids that way. You should drink some water to help hydrate your body as well. So Epsom salt baths and saunas are both really great for helping with detoxification. When gyms were open, yeah. So when gyms were open, you could go to the sauna. Sauna sounds good, very relaxing. Yeah, so the relaxing part of things, even like the mental part of things of like detoxifying mentally, stress, right? Releasing your stress, that's helpful too. Epsom salt baths are nice and soothing. Exactly. Yeah, so that's another one that can be very helpful. All right, let's move on to, we have 2 more foods. So let's talk about one more food. This one is fiber. So I've talked about fiber a lot here. We talked about how fiber can help improve your bowel movements. Does anybody have any foods that they like that have high in fiber? If you can remember ones that we've talked about or some of your favorite ones. I'm going to show you a picture of my favorite one, which is oatmeal. I like having oatmeal to get in a lot of fiber. It really does help with improving bowel movements, with keeping you regular. So that's important for that detoxification through the stools, as we were talking about. If you do not go regular, if you don't have a bowel movement every day, then you're more likely to have consequences of not going and holding on to things in your gut. So you can have feeling bloated, you can have gut issues, you can have weight gain, issues with cholesterol as well. So improving your bowel movements can really help with detoxifying and helping you feel better. So oatmeal is this one. So this is oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of my favorite ones. The oats are really good for helping. They have both the soluble and insoluble fiber. So that means like ones that are that pass through and then ones that are broken down. So it also helps with getting water into the gut, into the intestines, and improving that. So helping things move along smoothly. So oatmeal is great We've talked about flax seeds that are really good legumes. So like beans and chickpeas, lentils have a lot of fiber. Avocados, apples, most fruits and vegetables are really good in fiber. Sweet potatoes, brown rice, those are your main ones. So those foods you want to try to have like around 30 grams of fiber. It seems like a lot, but you want to try to get that much a day. And you can just find out on the back of like your oatmeal how much it has. It varies. Some of them in like a third cup can have about 6 grams of fiber. So but yeah, let's see, like for example, an apple. How much fiber in an apple? Apple has about 3 grams of fiber. So you want to try to increase your fiber so that way you're improving your bowel movements and you're detoxifying things through your stool. It's also very important for your hormone health. So for making sure that you are detoxifying things like even estrogen can stick around in the gut. So improving your bowel movements and getting things moving through your gut can help with detoxifying your estrogen. So you, for women, to have less of those high estrogen symptoms, which could be things like painful periods or cramping and PMS. And then even just for anybody, just helping to detoxify all of your toxins through the gut is very important. Does eggplant have high fiber? Yeah, it does. Eggplant has good amount of fiber. It's not something that's super high in fiber like, the oats and flax have a lot more in the brown rice, but eggplant does have a good amount of fiber in it. Broccoli also is really good in fiber, nuts and seeds. Any of the, like pretty much any fruit, vegetable, not so much fruits, sorry. Some of the fruits, but vegetables, legumes, nuts, and seeds, you'll be good and you'll get lots of fiber that way. Nice. Any questions about fiber or any other thing about fiber, please let me know. Okay. So let's talk about another vegetable. And this was kind of brought up before. So this is, somebody mentioned cabbage. So things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, these are known as sulfuric vegetables because they have this compound in them that helps with supporting glutathione, which is your major detoxifying like nutrient in your body. So it's the main thing that helps with detoxification in the body is glutathione, and your liver uses this in order to detoxify and go through its detoxification process. So things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, they help with the liver's detoxification stages, and eating these can help with supporting that. So even if you try to get like a serving a day of one of them, so whether it be a serving of broccoli or Brussels sprouts or cauliflower or cabbage or even other green vegetables, majority of the green vegetables will be able to do this and they can help with that. So how can you eat these? You can have them roasted. You could have them raw. Just be careful if you have a lot of gut issues that sometimes having raw, like broccoli or raw cabbage can be difficult to digest, so just know that. But generally, raw or roasted, steamed, sauteed, however you like them, you can have them. All right. So the last one, and I left these ones for last, is supplements. Supplements that can help with detoxification too, because you really don't necessarily need these if you are just supporting your body's natural way of detoxifying with some of those things that we mentioned, like having water throughout the day, making sure you're moving and breathing, going to either doing a sauna or dry skin brushing, whatever, any of those things that you do can be beneficial. But we'll talk about supplements, and some of these supplements, maybe you've heard of them before. So one of them is milk thistle. So milk thistle is helpful for supporting the liver and protecting the liver. So it's not necessarily detoxifying, but it's helping the liver and it's supporting the liver to do its job properly and protecting it, even protecting it from negative effects from things like medications and things like that can take a toll on your liver. So milk thistle can be very helpful for that. It can be helpful for things like fatty liver disease as well. So milk thistle is great. You can get it either in supplement form or in a liquid form, like a tincture form. Either or are fine. So either of those, that's one. And another one is NAC, which is N-acetylcysteine. And this is a big antioxidant, and it's the precursor to that thing I was talking about called glutathione. So this is very helpful for detoxifying, supporting your body's detoxification process. Maybe you've heard of NAC. It can be used for many things, even like lung conditions and lung issues. It can be used for fertility. So it's insulin resistance. It's a big supplement out there that can be used for many different things, but it really does help with supporting antioxidant and detoxification. So I would say those two, if any two, can be very helpful. Do you guys have any questions about any of that? Feel free to let me know. Those are my 10 favorite tips for helping with detoxifying. And really, like as I was saying, you don't really need to do too much. If you just increase some things in your diet, like having some beets, having some green vegetables, making sure you're having fiber every day, improving your bowel movements, and then doing some of those other things like either the dry skin brushing, some Epsom salt baths, making sure you're moving, trying out maybe a dandelion root tea that we were talking about. All of that can just help support your body. And then you might ask, why do you want to do that? Well, if you're helping your body eliminate those toxins, you're going to feel better. You're going to have less fatigue, so you'll have more energy. You'll have better bowel movements. Your gut's going to feel better. Overall, you'll sleep better. You'll just feel better. You have less brain fog. So really improving your detoxification just help overall. You feel better. Does milk thistle come in tea? Yes, it does. It does come in tea. You can get it in tea, for sure. You can get it. You can get it either in tea bags or you can make it yourself, like with a loose leaf tea. You can get it either way. Sounds like there are many easy natural solutions. Yeah, there really are many easy natural solutions to many things. And I mean, detoxification isn't like a chronic disease or something, so for sure you can just help support your body, but all these things that you do to help support it are just going to help improve your overall health. Yeah, let me know if you have any other questions. I'll answer any questions over the next few minutes. Make sure, if you haven't done so already, to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you want to see more content like this, and that way you can also turn on the notifications so you get notified when I go live, and you can join us every week. Out of all of those things that I mentioned today, which one do you think would be the easiest for you to do, to incorporate? And if you had to incorporate one into your daily routine, which one do you think would be the easiest, or that you would like doing? Also, it depends, like maybe you notice, maybe you are exposed to smoke or you're exposed to lung irritants often. So maybe for you, doing something like a sauna or one of the ones that support the lung detoxification would be better. You can also look at it that way. Maybe you don't have good bowel movements and you notice that you feel sluggish. So working on getting some more fiber in your diet and some more water can help improve that. Maybe you have fatty liver, if you had issues with your liver in the past, or you've taken a lot of harsh medication. So getting some like beets in your diet, maybe taking some milk thistle can be helpful. So you also can look at things that way and see what it is that you need the support with. You don't have to do everything that we talked about today. Lemon water is an easy thing to add to my routine. Nice. Yeah, it is. And I always suggest, like, first thing in the morning when you wake up, go drink a glass of water, because sometimes as your day goes on, you forget. You get caught up in work or you're doing things and you forget. But if you have that, like, big glass of water in the morning, that's just going to help with already getting some hydration in. Lemon water and juices with beets and green vegetables. Nice. Yeah, the juices with beets are really good. You can even juice like this, if you buy the beets that are on the stem, you can even juice the beet greens. Drinking tea and lemon water. Yeah. So all of you said lemon water. Great. That's good. So everybody's going to be drinking some lemon water this week, and next week you'll let me know how it goes. All right, everyone. So feel free to let me know if there's any suggestions or anything you want me to talk about. I'm always open to talking about any suggestions that you have. If there's anything that you liked from the past that you want me to bring back, also let me know about that. And we're gonna wrap it up in the next minute. I hope everybody's been doing okay and enjoying, their March so far, and I hope you're gonna have a good weekend. Maybe you're going to be doing something fun or not, but let me know if there's anything exciting that you're doing that you want to share with us. Yeah, so maybe I'll keep this set up. I think it worked. I changed it because I wanted to be at the table, be a bit more comfortable than sitting at the couch with a coffee table. So if you guys like it, I'll do it again, but I think I will. All right, you're welcome. Okay, everybody. Well, I wish you all a wonderful Friday evening. I'll see you all next week. Make sure to tune in next week. We'll be chatting about more. And feel free to share the live stream with your friends or somebody that you think would enjoy this or find some benefit from it. The more people we have, the more opinions and comments that we get, and it makes things a bit more fun, and we get to hear what other people have to say. So I'll see you all next week. Enjoy your weekend, and